Boom! Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on here, folks? Adam, do me a favor, play that clip. Nope, stand by, folks.
It's Power Hour!
All right, folks, what's up? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We are live for the final trading hour of the day, final trading hour of the week. Guys, don't forget the market's closed tomorrow, so make sure if you have any open positions that you do not want to hold over the weekend, make sure you are cutting those loose here before the bell. The markets are closed tomorrow, especially for those of you that are holding options that may expire today. You might think they expire tomorrow. They don't. They expire today. Make sure you guys are out of those positions in case you did not know. Big topics here today. Twitter, Elon Musk, craziness going on there. We got small cap oil stocks lighting up the board. What's going on with VERU? The overall market's making new lows. Welcome to the TTD live stream, folks. Who am I? Why should you care? My name is Michael Edward. I've got more experience than probably 90% of the finance YouTuber or gurus that you guys are going to see on here. Okay, been trading and investing professionally for over 15 years. Began my career working at a fund in New York City, my first job right out of college. Then 2008 happened. That was the Great Recession. The stock market crashed, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, 15 years later, I'm the head trader at True Trading Group, the fastest growing, highest rated online premium educational platform that is available today. Since 2016, my team and I at TTG, plus 8 other professional trader moderators, have helped thousands of people from all walks of life from all over the world achieve their financial goals. All right, now let's not waste any more time because it is power hour. All of the small cap oil stocks are going crazy right now. You've got the overall markets in the SPY making new lows. Let's get to the charts and let's kind of walk through kind of what we have going on here so far. All right. Let's kind of go over it and kind of just fill you guys in on what's going on here for the final trading hour of the day. You got fresh new lows. All right, we got fresh new lows here. Just going through here. Yeah, you got Biden speaking about trying to rebuild supply chains and see what the markets kind of have to say about that. But as I kind of look around on what's really lighting up the board right now in the final trading hour of the session, it's really these small cap oil stocks. You know, you take a look at like an INDO, this INDO just from $15 up to $26 out of nowhere. All your other, garbage oil and gas companies like HUSA, USEG, IMPP, CEI, these are not good, high quality companies, and they're just ripping face right now. Just really ripping face right now. And I'm going to really start to keep an eye on these. I actually just went ahead and got a couple thousand shares, locate, borrow on INDO in case I want to short these things. They don't really tend to hold their moves all that well. You can see you've had a couple of instances over the last month and a half where when these stocks get a little bit of a boost, they don't really hold their gains. So I'm not saying I'm going to short them right now, but just in case I wanted to, I put the request in, got a couple thousand shares short through Lightspeed. Not really that cheap, but also not insanely expensive. Right now, locate cost on INDO is almost 9 cents a share. Okay, on almost 9 cents a share. Okay, so almost 9 cents a share. But I'm going to take a look at these. I mean, this is really what's lighting up scanners right now, folks. Even if these stocks were halted for a little while there, you had INDO halted at 22.35. You also had HUSA, HUSA. This one was halted earlier at 4.44. So I'm just going to keep a little eye on here while we look at the overall markets. Try to break through those lows. We have AMB really rolled it over today too. One of our other moderators, our pro traders, Jessica Woodard, actually short AMD currently. For those of our TTD fam, that are on this thing with her. Jessica got short AMD right around 96, right around $96 earlier today. Right there was her entry on the short. I believe Jessica's taken profit maybe once or twice already. Definitely once, maybe twice. I'll let you guys know if there is another update from her on this short position on AMD. But AMD, guys, this stock broke underneath a key support level that was 100, and for the last couple of days was just unable to get itself back above 100. Now you're just seeing the stock start to extend further to the downside. Not being, and there it is on the bottom right of my screen. You guys can see the daily chart, and you'll see I drew this line right across the support level that was 100. You guys see this? This goes all the way back to the end of 2020, early 2021. And then once you broke through it, became support right here in kind of the end of the summer, early fall of last year. And then we've pulled it since back in. And you see, guys, we've really found some pretty strong support over the last, couple of months there at that $100 level, where the markets were kind of doing its, experiencing its sell-off. But then now recently AMD has cracked underneath that support level and now is really getting pulled down with a lot more downside, now trading 93.70. So really firmly beneath that support level. Your next area of support that you're going to look for on AMD is going to be down around 90. Okay, it's going to be down around 90. All right, so that's where we're going to be looking at AMD. I'd say that short's probably still good to ride that down towards $90. Yeah, it's starting to feel like the markets want to move a little bit lower here. You have some support around 439, 438.75. You got a little bit of support down there. You might get a bit of a bounce on the SPY from that level. You got to see also what Biden is saying about, trying to work on rebuilding supply chains. And, there's discussions. He just tweeted a few moments ago about laying a foundation for economic renewal. What that means, we'll have to see. But so we'll see if there's any discussions there that might move markets going into the final trading hour of the day and final trading hour of the week. But congrats anyone that's in that AMD short. Yeah, that AMD short's really starting to pay off pretty nicely. I want to also
TWTR Twitter shares unaffected here. Elon Musk tweeting, highlighting something that was covered in an interview earlier. Now tweeting, quote, "What never."
I'm also have this VERU. VERU, kind of a slow, uneventful day today. Guys, what you guys are hearing in the background right now, I've got my Benzinga newsfeed running. Okay, I got my Benzinga newsfeed running. So as a member of True Trading Group, you guys get access to the Benzinga Pro live newsfeed. Okay, and that live newsfeed comes with a squawk feature. That squawk feature, that's what you just heard. There's a person that actually reads news headlines to you out loud as they come across, and that's what you guys were hearing in the background there. That's my Benzinga newsfeed, to make sure that I always am up to date on news as soon as they come across the wire. Very, very, very helpful tool. It's included free with your membership at True Trading Group, guys. There's new highs on INDO. We'll see if those highs are able to hold. We'll see if I get an increase in volume here. So here's what I'm going to be looking at in this INDO. You got clear support at the trade line. Trade line's your 9 exponential moving average. So you have decreasing volume during this little flag consolidation. We'll see if I get an increase through those highs.
This week's trading session. A reminder that U.S. stock market will be closed tomorrow for Good Friday holiday.
And there's new lows again on the overall markets, folks. So we are starting to move a bit lower now. Those are fresh new lows on the SPY, and we're really being led down by tech. Tech is the culprit today. The Nasdaq's down 2%. The Qs are down 2%. A lot of your mega cap tech names are getting crushed. Apple's down 2.7%. Microsoft's down 2.5%. Google's down 2%. Amazon's down 2.3%. Tesla's down almost 3.5%. Your mega cap tech names are really what's bringing the markets down today. And it makes sense because you got a huge move in the 10-year. Okay, you got a huge move in the 10-year treasury, going all the way up to push up over 2.8. All right, so pushing all the way up over 2.8. That's a big move on that 10-year. And those rising rates are really starting to, those rising rates are, why isn't trading room working? Those rising rates are what's putting pressure on tech. So why isn't the trading room working? The TTG trading chat room right now, we closed it because we are making some updates and adjustments to the back end and to our platform. So Adam, who is my business partner in True Trading Group, he's working with the development team to actually push forward some of those new updates. That's why the trading chat room is closed for the final hour of the day while we implement some of those new changes. You know, we're not going to be forcing the team at TTG to work over the weekend with the holiday. Tomorrow's a holiday. You got holiday all through the weekend, and we're not going to force the team at True Trading Group to work during that holiday. So that's why today it is. And since we're going to be live here on the YouTube channel for the final hour of the day, that is why we are the development team is implementing those updates now. So today it is. Kind of taking a look around at some of these other oil stocks, you know, see if I think that this move higher has any legs whatsoever. The thing about here's the other thing that I want you guys to pay attention to, and this goes back to kind of semiconductors, the weakness that you have in AMD. I want you to pay attention to NVIDIA though. All right, I want you to pay attention to NVIDIA. You see the support level on NVIDIA? So if you guys look bottom right of my screen, you'll see the strong support around 209, 210, right? NVIDIA is still above this level. So NVIDIA has still not cracked underneath that area. AMD has. AMD is firmly beneath that support level. So again, AMD, you can see it's the exact same area, but AMD is beneath it. But then you go ahead and you take a look at NVIDIA, and NVIDIA is still above it. Now, it certainly looks like NVIDIA wants to crack that level. And if the NASDAQ is going to continue lower next week, which, you know, looking at the daily chart right now, it certainly looks like the Qs want to go lower. I mean, you got some pretty strong resistance up there around 348 on the Qs, which is the ETF that tracks the NASDAQ. And then you got pretty strong resistance around 445 on the SPY, which is the ETF that tracks the S&P 500. So it certainly looks like we want more downside next week. You know, if I'm just sitting here looking at the charts that we have in front of us, wow, INDO, guys, new highs, 27s now. And that volume keeps coming in. MDVL, strong failed double top. I don't really have too much interest on that one right now. I tell you what I do like, what I think you guys can take a look at if you want something to the long side. You guys want something to the long side. I think you got to pay attention to obviously oil stocks, not just the small cap ones that are going crazy now. I'm talking about the real oil stocks, you know, like a Chevron, ExxonMobil, Occidental. These stocks still look very, very good. Also, some gold stocks, specifically Newmont. Ticker symbol NEM. Okay, specifically NEM. Trading up there to new highs. So, you know, those are the stocks I think that look good to the long side. Yeah, some people asking about MULN down today. Guys, again, as long as MULN is above $2, I've said it 157 times. As long as MULN is above $2, I'm going to hang out there and see if that stock is going to ever have any bit of a squeeze type of action. So as long as it's above $2, I'm just hanging out in MULN. Market's trying to bounce back up through those prior lows. Yeah, no, guys. Yeah, congrats all the Teachy fam that caught that short on AMD with Jessica. That was a really solid trade. Really solid trade.
Little rebound here. S&P 500 futures rebounding from below the 4,400 level, now at 4407. INTO, Indonesia Energy shares session high just a couple minutes ago, 27.75. New intraday high. Shares are up more than 71% here. Union November Delta Oscar INDO.
I'm starting to really focus on this INDO, guys. What happened with CRXT today? Or you mean CXRT? I mean, probably CRXT. What happened to it? Nothing. This happens a lot with these little small cap stocks that gap up like this. You had a lot of resistance up there around 175, 170. And I'll point it out to you guys at the bottom left of my screen I'll go bigger screen just so you guys can see this with a little bit more accuracy. I'll go 15-minute chart just so you can see this on a bigger screen. And it comes down to right here. Okay, here you guys can see this double top early here from the end of March. You have a double top here at 170, and we went right up in there today on CRXT. We tapped 170, and the stock just completely crumbled from there. So the stock, what happened today? The stock just got up there to its level of resistance, which is also a gap entry. This is a big gap down for CRXT, right? That stock had a big gap down on this day. Okay, so there's your big gap down, and then you double topped it the 31st and April 1st. And then we got up there today and we're unable to break through into that gap. I even said to everybody in chat today, there was some people that were long CRXT that you've got to be taking profits in front of 170. That 170 was a major level. That 170 was a major level of resistance. And we literally tapped 170 to the penny. Literally tapped it to the penny. And then kind of rolled it over from there. So that's why it's important for you to always identify where those resistance levels are so you can start to form profit targets. That's what you're doing. You're identifying profit targets. Okay? That's what resistance levels are. Resistance levels are potential, well, when you're long.
VERU Veru shares turning positive here back over the $14 level, $14.29 the last trade in Veru, Victor Echo, Romeo, Uniform, VERU.
You guys keep eyes on VERU. What I was saying just before though was, when you are identifying where you're going to be taking profits off on trades that you are long, you're essentially going to be identifying areas of resistance where you're long. And then when you get to those areas that are resistance, you take a piece of profit off the table. That's what you learn as a member of True Trading Group. Okay. You'll learn how to identify the potential resistance zones so you can identify profit taking zones. When the stock reaches those areas, you take a piece of profit off the table, and then we implement the tier trading strategy. Right. For those that don't know what the tier trading strategy is, that's where you are going to learn to take profit on your position in pieces rather than holding on to the entire position all at once and taking profit all at once. You're going to learn to take profit in pieces. And that's where that comes into play. The thing about VERU, I wanted to talk to you guys about this. We've been talking about VERU inside of True Trading Group for the last week. If you missed the live stream last night, we went into it in really great detail. And the stock is doing a pretty good job of holding the support level that I wanted to see it hold. And that's really this like $14 area. We got down there to like $13.50, same area. This is a volatile stock. So, you're never going to have support or resistance is going to hold like to the exact penny. You got to be willing to give it a little bit of wiggle room. So VERU down into that support zone, which is Monday's highs. right? That's where you're looking. You're looking at Monday's highs. If you go back here, bottom left of my screen, this is your 15-minute chart. That's Monday's highs. And today, if you take a look, we have not just once, not just twice, but 3 times today, we've gotten down into this level and we've held as an area of support. So what I'm going to look for on VERU is, I really wanted VERU to get over VWAP, which is this orange line that you guys all see on my screen. I really wanted us to get over that orange line, okay, and really make a push up over VWAP, because then I would say that that's a pretty strong buying opportunity with stop losses around 13. You'll notice that earlier in the day, that VWAP was previously a support zone, and then once you broke underneath it, it's been acting as resistance all afternoon. So I was kind of hoping that we were going to get maybe a break over that around 2 o'clock, 2:30. Didn't quite get it. Right. I was looking for us to get up and over this level like here going into the afternoon, and then I would have taken a long entry on it. But still on watch. I just don't have an entry. I don't have a position on it now, but it is firmly still on watch as long as this stock is above that $13.50, $14 support zone. So for those that have their eyes on VERU, that's where I'm looking.
Earnings season continuing next week. On Monday next week, earnings out of JB Hunt, ticker JBHT. On Tuesday, earnings out of Netflix, NFLX, IBM, Lockheed Martin, LMT, Johnson & Johnson, J&J, and Hasbro, HAS. On Wednesday of next week, Tesla, TSLA.
No, there's really no way to gauge it. New York City Toro Traders, is there any way to gauge the likelihood of an offering of a low flow stock like a VERU? I mean, there really honestly isn't. Whenever you're going to swing trade a stock like that, you always have a very high possibility of the company conducting an offering that's going to cause the price of the stock to drop significantly. It's actually a lot of the reason why a lot of some of these stocks experience the short squeezes that they do, because as soon as you get a stock like that comes out with news, you have to understand these small biotech companies, they're not in strong financial situations. They need a lot of cash in order to bring the drugs or treatments that they're trying to get approved through the FDA. It requires a ridiculous amount of money to bring those things to market. So people will short these stocks quite frequently because they just feel that, let me go back to VERU, just since you're talking about VERU. They'll short these stocks, specifically because they think that the company is going to have to do some dilutive offering and sell shares at a discounted price. Like VERU is trading at 14, they might sell shares at $9 or $10. Stock will drop to 9 or 10. So a lot of people will short these stocks waiting for that. And then if it does not come and people just continue to buy because the news was so good, that's when sometimes those short positions can get squeezed. They get their margin called, they're forced to cover, and the stock just goes bonkers. But then eventually those stocks will come back down to earth. You've seen it time and time and time and time again. Yeah, tech is so weak, man. Tech is so weak. You can't get any type of a bounce from your major tech names. When the market, you saw the markets try to bounce there. Amazon, new lows. Microsoft right back to lows. Apple, Google right back to lows. Facebook, or Meta rather. Nvidia, AMD. It's like right back down to lows. When you did get that quick little bounce there where the markets were trying to recover. But, I read today's action as bearish, folks. You guys know I've been bearish. I've been bearish on the overall markets for quite a while, thinking that we're going to get some more moves to the downside. I still do feel that way. I still think the market's going to go back. I think you're going to see the SPY back in the 420s, possibly within the next couple of weeks. And we'll be positioned for that via put options and different short plays. Like I said, like you have Jessica short AMD. There's a lot of different put option plays that you guys could understanding how to trade options is going to be really important too. Is anyone that's watching this live stream that's brand new? They're like, oh, well, great. The market's going to go down. So how am I going to make money? Learning and understanding how to trade options is going to be really, really important. You can make money when stocks go down. You can make money when the overall markets go down. You don't have to just sit there and watch the balance of your 401k deplete. You'll learn how to trade options when you guys become a member. We've got professional option traders. We've got option courses. Don't worry about it. If you don't know how to trade options, or if you're intimidated by them, trust me, you guys will learn how to trade them like the back of your. My TC fam, how many of you guys are here on the live stream now? How many of you didn't know anything about options, but now you're trading them on a daily basis? Just sound off in chat if you're a member of the TC fam. You did not know anything about options, and now you're trading them successfully on a daily basis. I'm just curious to see how many people that we have inside a True Trading Group that are trading options now that maybe didn't know anything about them earlier. You see some of those comments that are coming through chat right now. Yeah, look at them. Look at that. I love it. I love it. See, a lot of people don't know, but it's important. It's important that you learn about options before you start trading them. There is higher risk, but there is also higher reward when it comes to trading options. So it's important that you understand what you're doing. I don't want people to just, go on a Reddit message board and then just read about, some call option or some put option, and they start going after it really aggressively, because you can lose a lot trading options. They're a lot more volatile than stocks. They don't trade the same as stocks. Okay, they are not the same. So with that potential excessive reward also comes potential higher risk. If you're trying to trade some of these other small caps, like these other oil stocks, use INBO as the leader. INBO is the leader of the bunch. So if you're trading HUSA, if you're trading IMPP, or CEI or USEG or any of these other small, kind of penny stock type oil stocks, use INBO as kind of your leader. And if INBO goes, then the others will probably follow with it. If INBO craps out to the downside and halts, the others probably crap out with it. Michael, would you hold puts over the weekend, or go flat before the fresh week? I mean, listen, if you're input options right now, you're up money on the day. The stocks, the markets are obviously at the low of the day. So, I think we go lower next week, but, always play it safe. The safest place for profits in your pocket. I would suggest you take some profit off the table, pay yourself a little bit, reduce the risk of you holding over the weekend, and then hold on to some of those options if you got them, and then see if we get some more downside. Because I do think that there is more room to the downside next week, especially with the way that the 10-year treasury is rising so aggressively. That's causing tech to really sell off. And this market is not going to be able to really significantly move higher if tech continues to move to the downside. I would like to learn about trading futures. Any courses planned? Yes. So about futures, yeah, we actually just did one, and it will be out before the end of the month, 1,000% free for all of our members. So we actually just created a futures course that teaches our members about how to trade options. It's free for members. If you're a member of True Trading Group, it is totally free. You do not have to pay for that extra course. There's never upsells for courses and tools in TTG. So the futures course that we're publishing is a new course. It is not in the TTG curriculum today. It will be very, very, very soon. Most likely will be on the website in the curriculum before the end of this month. And when we add something new, we don't charge you for those courses or those tools. It's always free and included with your membership to TTG. So there's never any upsells for courses or tools inside of True Trading Group. What's the reason why tech is weak? I just explained it. So that the 10-year treasury rising as rapidly as it is, when you have interest rates that rise at a very aggressive pace, that puts a lot of pressure on technology stocks. All right, that puts a lot of pressure on technology stocks. So all your high growth stocks are kind of caught in the crosshairs of the selling pressure and are caught in the crosshairs of the weakness today. But then you take a look at what's strong, right? What's strong today? Okay, NEM, gold stock, right? LUV, airline, Marriott, hotel, Hilton, hotel, Airbnb, right? These are all the stocks that I had mentioned to you guys. If you caught my live stream yesterday, I gave you guys 5 stocks that I thought could perform well in the next couple of months as you get this red hot inflation summer. Where can investors kind of hide out to try to get some gains without being short the markets? Where can there be some outperformance in the overall market? And, I gave you guys a list of stocks yesterday. It was Airbnb, Marriott, Hilton, Live Nation, and I think that these stocks can do well in the next couple of months as the consumer looks to stop purchasing products and they start purchasing services. We just posted and pinned actually in the chat our full syllabus, exactly every course that we have in True Trading Group. So if you guys see, we just pinned inside of the YouTube chat, we just pinned our entire syllabus for anyone that wants to see what courses that we have inside of True Trading Group. You get access to all of those courses when you guys join. I've invested in options based on the volume that I see people purchasing and have been lucky, but slowly learning to be accurate and more sure. That's why I decided to join TGD and be more successful. Hell yeah, Hawkeye. Hell yes. That's what it's all about. It's all about people being able to, understand what it is that you're doing and actually get a bit of an education, not just kind of guessing. Professional traders that are successful consistently don't guess. So are we expecting Oxy to go lower next week? No, I don't think so. I actually think that these oil stocks are not yet finished. These oil stocks, I think over the next couple of weeks are going to move higher, and then they have earnings in a few weeks. I'm really interested in the earnings for the oil stocks. I really, really, really am interested in the earnings for these oil stocks because they're going to generate such insane amounts of cash with oil being at $100 a barrel. I think it's going to be just gangbuster earnings for these companies. And I expect announcements of like dividend increases. I think Occidental is going to announce that they're paying down a huge chunk of their debt. And I think that these are all going to bode well for those oil stocks. Now, the other thing that I would want to listen to, the only negative thing I think that could cause these stocks to go down after their earnings is if the CEOs of these companies do not believe that this is sustainable, meaning that they think that, okay, well, Q1 was great, but, now that we look forward, we give guidance for the rest of the year, do they lower their guidance because they don't think that oil is going to remain elevated for an extended period of time? That can cause the price of these stocks to come down. So I expect huge cash flow. I expect revenue beats. I expect possibly increased dividends from some of these companies. But that, I think, is already expected in the market. Where you need to pay attention to is, do the CEOs of these companies think oil is going to trade around 90, 100, maybe even higher for the next 2 quarters when they issue their guidance, when they issue their guidance for what they expect to make over the next couple of quarters. Is the TT chat room down? No, the chat room's not down. We are pushing through some development updates. Our development team is pushing through some updates. This weekend is a holiday weekend. Tomorrow's a holiday, and we weren't going to force our development team. We weren't going to force our development team to work over the weekend. So the chat room is closed, but it's not down. Like, there's nothing wrong with the chat room. We purposely closed it so that we can push through these development updates. How does inflation affect cannabis stocks like Curaleaf? I don't know. A dime bag's now $15. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Listen, how does inflation affect those companies? I mean, it affects their costs just like anything else, just like any other company throughout their supply chain and throughout their process. Curaleaf and other cannabis companies will incur higher costs just like any other company, because inflation is not in one area. Inflation is everywhere. The inflation monster is leaving no one untouched. It is just sweeping across every single aspect of life and business, with no regard for where you operate. So they're going to have their costs increase just like anything else. But the one thing about, like alcohol stocks, for example, tobacco stocks, for example, like kind of your like call them your sin stocks, if you want, tend to actually do well in like recessionary environments. It's unfortunate, but when people are upset or when people, when things aren't going as they expected, people tend to drink more, they tend to smoke more. And, that actually would, if you do go into recessionary environments, I actually think that would be a positive thing, unfortunately, but a positive thing for cannabis stocks, for alcohol stocks, tobacco stocks. Those stocks tend to do well in those type of environments. Yeah, see, the markets feel like they've just kind of given up, guys. In the last couple of minutes, we've just kind of given up. A specific symbol for, you have CL is going to be your crude futures. If you're looking at futures, you can also, I mean, it's not the price of oil, but you can look at USO, which is the United States Oil Fund. It'll go up and down as the price of oil goes up and down, but it does not track the price of oil. All right, /CL will be your crude futures if you're looking at the actual price of oil. Yeah, there's no bounce in tech at all. Just drifting away into oblivion. Pretty soon the Qs are going to be testing Tuesday's low. We erased yesterday's entire move.
Now 20%, relatively light volume, almost no volume during the day, and now following that from Reuters, seeing some bigger volume coming in now, still relatively light, at a high of $14.29. That Charlie Michael and Sandy on that takeover rumor.
CMLS up on a takeover rumor. Offered to buy, rumor that they're being offered anywhere between $15 and $17 a share, potential buyout rumor on CMLS. Let me go back to the Qs, which is what I wanted to show you. This is actually really bearish action. You completely, I mean, this just goes to show you the indecision that you have in the markets right now, because this is bullish, bearish, right back to back. When you have engulfing candles like this. So today's candle is extremely bearish. engulfing yesterday's entire candle, but yesterday was also kind of almost, not quite. Yesterday was actually an inside candle. Now that you look at it, yesterday was actually an inside candle. But what you're seeing today is completely engulfing yesterday's entire move. And that is a bearish sign. And I'll draw a line across for you guys across the level. This area that you see here, I'll make it bigger for people that have a smaller device. Very clear and obvious previous little support level there. Then you had the big gap down, and we've just been unable to get ourselves back above that level for 4 consecutive days, and then beginning now to roll things over. And that same thing goes for the SPY. I mean, that's just bearish action there, folks. And I'll draw this across the screen for you guys now. All right, so there you can see previous support. Then you had your gap down, and then you'll see for 4 consecutive days, the SPY unable to get back above this price point. And now you see we're starting to drift back down towards the lows. You will have some support down here once you get there. All right, the SPY still has a little bit of a ways to go. The Qs are breaking it down. We have a little bit of ways to go here. But if that level cracks, then if the SPY gets down in here and gets underneath this level, then I think you're looking at a pretty high likelihood of the markets moving back down into this zone here, and you're going to get down into the 420s. And I think you'll start to find support once you get down around like 428, 429. I think that would be a nice little area of support where the markets can kind of bounce from there. Yeah, I really like how NEM is still holding up really, really well. I don't think I'm buying this INDO here, folks. Not before the weekend. You got resistance up here too on INDO up around 28. To be completely honest here, I really do want to short it. I really do. I kind of really do want to short it. I just don't think these stocks are going to be able to hold their gains. They're just not the same quality of company as some of the others. But oil strong too. You know what else held up today, surprisingly, for our memesters out there? GameStop today. GameStop's green today. Well, the market's really selling off. GameStop holding up there, up 1.5% today, while the overall market just continues to sell. And VERU is back up towards VWAP. Guys, it's 3:45. We only have about 15 minutes to go here. What I'm doing now is I'm kind of scanning around, looking around to see what I like possibly going into next week. And I'll tell you, as long as VERU stays above that level, 1350, call it, give or take a little bit, a few cents to the up and down side, you got to keep that thing on watch. I think some short sellers got pulled into the stock today. You had some that got squeezed out of it, but speaking of pot stocks, looks like I just heard April 21st is the day that adults can buy marijuana at dispensaries in New Jersey. Yeah, we can't bounce. Every single time, like you try to get this bounce, it just gets taken right back. Like every single time. Every single time you try to bounce, it just gets taken right back. So far, 28 still holding as resistance for INDO. That's going to be your previous pivot top from March 30th. Your previous pivot top there at 28. That's your resistance here today. Yeah, see this the slow bleed out continues into the bell. It's a slow bleed out. And AMD new low is 93.40 now. Again, guys, congrats to the TTG fam that are in that AMD short. A lot of weakness there on AMD today compared to some of your other semis. Yeah, oil does look like it goes higher. You know, I think oil goes higher. I think oil stocks go higher. You know, I'm just not crazy about these small cap ones. Yeah, listen, I think shorting them is probably a risky play. Shorting them probably is a risky play. I just don't think these, I just don't think these are good companies. Oh, look at that. Markets are just giving up. They're giving up into the bell. They're giving up into the bell. Again, new lows. So the Qs are working their way down to your Tuesday low. Your Tuesday low is 60 cents away. Tuesday low is 60 cents away on the Qs. It's tech. Tech is your culprit today because interest rates are just soaring. Interest rates are soaring. That is why tech is so damn weak today. And tech is the largest component in the S&P. It's going to be impossible for the SPY to really significantly move higher with the NASDAQ down over 2%. You know, it will be just damn near impossible.
Market on close at balance now $2.3 billion on the sell side.
$2.3 billion sell imbalance going into the close. You still have a lot of sell orders out there that want to be filled before the bell. Not surprised. What does tech have to do with interest rates? Okay. I will give you as basic of an answer as I can because I could talk about this. I could talk about this for an hour. As tech stocks are typically seen as growth stocks. And that's because a lot of the companies that are in the NASDAQ, they're all your tech stocks. A lot of those companies you're paying a premium for what earnings are supposed to be in the future. That's very different from like a Johnson & Johnson, a Coca-Cola, a Chevron, companies that make and generate a ridiculous amount of cash now, but have very slow growth in the future. Okay, so those are companies that make a ton of money, but the rate of growth is very small. Tech companies are the opposite. Tech companies don't make a lot of money right now because they're constantly reinvesting that money to grow their company, to get a bigger market share. And you're dealing with lower earnings now because you want higher growth so that later those companies will be making a lot more money later down the road. Now, that's important because as interest rates rise, the time value of money comes into play. So if you have, let's say, a bond that'll give you 1% return, okay? Or call it a 2% return, okay? Oh no, 1% return. You're going to look at that and say, okay, well, if I make 1% on my money in a year, whoop-de-doo. That's not attractive to an investor, right? So when interest rates are really, really low on your treasury yields, okay, your notes, your bonds, your T-bills, when those interest rates are very low, it's seen as like a high-risk environment. You go and put your money into high-growth names because your money's not going to earn you anything if it just sits in something like a bond. So everybody, that's risk on. You go after tech stocks. Tech stocks will also look to raise money, borrow money, take loans, and try to get bigger. And the cost of that capital is going to be much lower. So it's easier for them to borrow money to get bigger. As interest rates start to rise, which they've been rising at drastic paces over the last couple of weeks, as those interest rates start to rise, okay, investors start to make a decision. They start to look at and say, okay, well, if I get a 4% interest rate now, my $100 today is $104 12 months from now. That then starts to become more attractive because now what starts to happen, all right, now what starts to happen is $100 today is worth a lot more than $100 a year from now. Because $100 today invested at 4% is $104 a year from now. So if you give me $100 today or you give me $100 a year from now, it's not the same value in the eyes of an investor. The $100 today is more valuable than the $100 12 months from now. So that's the easiest way for me to explain to you why tech stocks tend to struggle as the rate of interest rates rise. Okay. And you have had interest rates skyrocket over the last couple of weeks and continue to trade at significantly high levels, levels that we haven't seen in a few years. Now, these are not historically high levels. Like if you go back and you compare these interest rates 10 years ago, 20 years ago, they're actually still low. But when you look at them just over the last 2 to 3 years, these interest rates are starting to get very high. And that's giving you a lot of weakness in tech stocks. And you can see that we're going to close the dead low of the day. That's gross. Just a disgusting finish to the day. This is just an ugly, ugly, ugly close. I hope that answers your question. I hope that gives you a better understanding now. I hope that gives you guys a better understanding now of tech stocks and interest rates. And I hope that was helpful. Hope that made sense. HUSA, MDVL pushes into the bell. VERU still underneath VWAP. I'm not going to, we got, 2 minutes to go, folks. I'm not making a trade here in the last 2 minutes of the day. Yeah, won't be making a trade in the last 2 minutes of the day. But I would say what has my attention for Monday, guys, don't forget, the market is closed. All right, the market's closed tomorrow. Don't forget that. All right, don't forget that. But as you go into the closing bell, things that have my attention, okay, are these oil stocks. I'll keep an eye on them after what they just did here into the bell. But really, MDVL, I like what I'm seeing on MDVL into the close here. If MDVL can get over $2.65, watch out. All right, that stock has a clean runway to $3. Clean runway to $3. VERU. VERU held today above that $13.50, $14 support level that we had eyes on. So that is still firmly in play for us on Monday for potential round 2 short squeeze. Okay, we experienced kind of round 1 of the short squeeze. Guys, we got a final take profit from Jessica Woodard, moderator at True Trading Group. Final take profit. She just covered the last piece of her AMD short position at $92.97. Okay, $92.97. Final take profit from Jessica Woodard, one of the pro trading moderators. She was short from 96 earlier today. I'll go full screen just to show anyone that's following along with this trade. Okay, Jessica entered her short right there. Oops. So for anybody that is following along, so Jessica shorted AMD right there. And now right before the closing bell, she doesn't want to hold over the weekend. I don't blame her. Profit in your pocket. It's the safest place for it. That is a beautiful trade. Final take profit for Jessica, $92.97. All right, and she's also flat UPST. Okay, also flat UPST. Jessica also shorted UPST right up in this region up here earlier this morning. Okay, there's where Jessica got short earlier this morning, and then she just got flat UPST as well. All right, damn nice trading there, Jessica. I know Jessica is on the live stream here right now. I see her typing in chat. Great job, Jessica. Very, very, very nicely done. Great trading. And there's the bell. All right, folks, there's the bell. We are closed. We closed right down there at the dead lows of the day. Very, very, very ugly close in the overall markets. As weak of a close as you can possibly get, as weak of a daily candle as you can possibly get. Not the way that you'd want to kind of close out the week there in the overall markets with that weak of a close. But that is a strong engulfing candle today. We have just wiped out yesterday's entire move in one day. Remember yesterday, everybody was talking about how exciting everything was, and everyone's talking about, PPI data and CPI data, maybe inflation's peaking. Remember everybody was saying that yesterday? Oh, maybe inflation's peaking. And I was like, nah, I don't think so. I still think markets go lower. And then just one day later, it's like any type of exuberance or excitement that the markets have are back to dying out very quickly. We had that excessive bounce after the Fed rate hikes that took us higher for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And ever since then, it's just been, we got more CPI data. We got PPI data. You've got the Fed meeting coming up in a couple weeks on May 3rd or May 4th, whatever that Wednesday is. And things just are slowly starting to deteriorate again, as I think we're going to go back down and test those March lows. I think we're going to go back down and test those March lows. All right, so market's trading lower after hours now as well. Fresh new session lows. VERU up over 15. I'm telling you guys, I want you to keep an eye on VERU for next week. I want you to really watch VERU next week. Obviously, have all the oil stocks on watch. I think the gold stocks have been performing very, very well. NEM, we're long NEM inside of True Trading Group. You have Momin, one of our other professional trading moderators, I believe is in some call options there. MDVL, keep this one on watch for next week. If it can get over 265, you have some decent setups in individual names, but the overall market's significantly weak. Significantly weak. I expect more downside next week. Okay? All right, guys, that wraps up the final trading hour and the final trading hour of the day, but also the final trading hour and final trading day of the week. Nice job, my teacher fam. Caught some nice trading action in the markets there this week. Congrats again, Jessica with AMD and UPST. Some beautiful short trades. Congrats, my teacher fan, that we were able to capitalize on those moves. Let's talk now. I want to talk to you guys about kind of Elon Musk and Twitter and what's been going on there. Wild and crazy day for Twitter stock today. Hold on, guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So before, I wanted to talk to you guys about Twitter and everything that we have going on here with Twitter, Elon Musk, Tesla. But I got to tell you guys, let me turn down my Benzinga news feed. All right, I'm going to turn that down real quick. All right, folks. So before I get into Twitter and Tesla and everything, all right. Before I get into Twitter and everything that happened with Twitter and Tesla, Elon Musk, the whole story there, and everybody wants to know what's going to happen with Twitter from here, that their company is denying Elon Musk's bid to buy the company for $54.20. And what does that mean now for Twitter stock going forward? And how can people make money from this crazy price action that you're getting on the stock with all these news headlines coming out? I got to tell you guys, listen up, listen carefully, listen good. There's something I really want to discuss with you first before I talk about Twitter, because I strongly believe that we're going to experience a recession. I don't care what the Fed or any of the bulls in the market have to say. I think it's going to happen at some point next year. I think we'll go into a recession. Now, recession is technical terms is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. And I think the Fed is going to raise rates so aggressively this year, coupled with balance sheet runoff. I think they're going to overshoot it. And I think they're going to push economic growth or GDP growth into negative territory. I don't believe it's going to be a deep recession. I think it's going to be shallow and short-lived, but I also believe that it's necessary to fix the problem that is inflation at this point. If you've been on my live streams for a while, or you're a member of True Trading Group, true or false, my members that have been here for a while, I said all throughout the end of 2021 that 2022 was going to be the year of the active trader, that the volatility in the market in 2022 would provide insane opportunity. And guess what, guys? So far it has. January, February, March, you've had multiple triple-digit day and swing trades on the SPY. Recently, you've had things like SBFM, 31%, Palo Alto, 200% option trade, CF, 200% option trade. MPA, NW, and CF were swing trades, meaning that if you guys worked a full-time job or you had limited time or you followed this trade, which you could have easily done from our mobile app, you more than likely got the benefit as well. And without having to spend hours of doing research and sitting in front of sitting in a chat room or staring at charts all day long. These trades I mentioned are just a small fraction of some of the trades that have been going on inside of True Trading. If you saw here just on the live stream, Jessica, one of our moderators, shorted AMD and UPST early in the morning, came on, final take profits there right at the bell. So my TC fam, true or false? I gave you guys a 16-page document on January 2nd that were the top sectors and stocks that I thought were going to be good for 2022. The vast majority of the stocks that are on that list are up significantly. And my number one sector pick before anything ever happened with Russia and Ukraine was the energy sector. And the energy sector so far, that's from a January 2nd report. And my TC fam can comment true or false on this. It's the number one performing sector so far in the S&P 500 this year. If you guys read the report on January 2nd and then bought the following 5 stocks that I gave you on that list, Chevron up 46%, Exxon up 42, Devon up 45, Pioneer up 41, ConocoPhillips up 39. These are the stocks that I gave you guys on January 2nd. Again, these are literal, read the report, buy it, set it, forget it. Does not matter how much time you had or don't have in order to look at charts. That's how much you guys would be up on those positions right now today. I'm telling you guys this again. So, okay, just listen carefully because I do believe wholeheartedly that we are less than 12 months away from what is going to be one of the greatest buying opportunities for long-term investors. If you are one of the people that missed the entry opportunities that the markets provided to you in 2020 when COVID happened, if you missed that opportunity, I believe you are going to get another one within the next couple of months. Do I think we're going to go all the way back down to here? No, I do not. That's wishful thinking. Any one of my doomsday people out there, this is not going to happen. Okay? That is my strong personal opinion. But this, absolutely possible. Okay? And I believe that you're going to get one hell of a buying opportunity in your long-term portfolio, okay, for people that may have missed that previous entry. Stocks go down during a recession. But between now and then, if you know how to actively trade properly, it is totally possible that you can turn a couple $100 into a couple thousand into many thousands, and so on, and then use that money to buy that sell-off intelligently with actual real skill on major companies that can build serious wealth for you and your family. The clock's ticking and you guys are running out of time. Don't wait until the market's back at all-time highs to say, oh, now is a good time for me to get back involved in the markets. No, the time for you to get back involved in the markets is when shit hits the fan, when everybody else is in panic mode, because that's where the deals are. Every single course, workshop, and event that we hold at True Trading Group for my TG fam for the balance of 2022 will be geared towards getting them prepared and getting them cashed up to take advantage of what is to come. Okay. So guys, I will tell you that I want you guys to really just, get serious about kind of where you are right now with your trading or with your investing or with your education in general. I really want you guys to get serious about where you are right now and where the markets are heading and how you're going to be able to take advantage of that opportunity. Okay. Let's talk about Twitter real quick. All right, I want to discuss this Twitter with you because Elon Musk gave an offer for $54.20 to buy out Twitter. Now, when this news first came out, pre-market at like 6:30 in the morning, the stock exploded all the way up to $54, which was his offer price of $54.20. Does anybody think that it's a coincidence that the price he offered is $54.20? Anybody think that that's a coincidence? Because I don't. Okay. Could have been $54.25, could have been $54.15, could have been $54. No, $54.20. I don't think that that's a coincidence. I think Elon Musk is absolutely hilarious. And I think that everything he does is with, I don't know. I think the guy's having fun, to be completely honest with you. He made this offer, I think, knowing full well that Twitter was never going to accept this offer. There is just no way that they could accept $54 a share when just 6 months ago, the stock was at 70, 68. It's not a big enough premium to where the stock was currently trading. You're talking about an 18% premium to where the stock closed. And there's just no way that that Twitter's board would approve this. There's just no way. So, everybody wants to know, well, what happens now? I'll tell you what happens now. I don't know what Elon Musk is thinking. So I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend like I know what Elon Musk is going to do. Anybody that's going to come on and they're going to say, oh, this is what's going to happen. They're so full of shit that it's nauseating to listen to people's talk. Nobody knows what's going on in Elon Musk's brain. There's a couple different ways that this can pan out. I don't really believe Elon Musk is serious about acquiring Twitter. I don't think he wants to acquire Twitter and take Twitter private. I think this is more just Elon Musk being Elon Musk. He's got Tesla. He's got SpaceX. I think he's got enough on the guy's plate that he wants to take over and then own Twitter. You're also going to have, I think, serious problems with regulators of one person, taking over and owning a platform like Twitter. These social media companies are under such high scrutiny. Facebook, Google, Twitter. I mean, they're under such high scrutiny from Congress for a handful of other reasons and antitrust violations and all these other things. I don't think that Elon Musk really wants to deal with that headache and then take this company private and try to, change the business model there. And I just think this is Elon Musk just kind of making a point. But again, I have no idea. I have no clue what's going on inside the guy's head. So all you can do is kind of have game plans based on, if this, then that, and be reactive rather than proactive, because nobody could have been aware. Nobody could have known that at 6:15 a.m. this morning, we were going to get news that Elon Musk just offered Twitter's board $54 a share to buy the company. Nobody knew that was going to happen. Now, I could have told you that I highly doubt the company would accept that. But now what happens from here? Does Elon Musk now say, well, you know what? The hell with it. I'm just going to sell my 9% stake in Twitter. That'll crash the stock. Okay. If he just comes out over a couple of days and just sells his entire position, Twitter probably goes back to $38. If he decides, okay, well, you didn't accept my offer, so now I'm just going to sell my shares. The other possible way this can go down is that, Elon Musk can come out and say, okay, you don't accept $54 a share. I'll give you 60. That's a possibility. Now, if that happens, you're going to see a big jump in Twitter share price. And this time, it's not going to sell off as hard as it sold off this time. The reason why that initial pop did not hold is because nobody really thought Twitter was going to accept that offer. Nobody. The news came out. There's algorithms that react to buyout offers and buyout rumors that automatically, the stock's at 45 and the buyout offer is 54. Algorithms, when that news hits, they're going to buy everything in between 45 and 50, 52. And that momentum took the stock up to 54. But then people think about, wait a second, Twitter is not going to sell to Elon Musk at $54 a share. And the stock just sold off all day long, from pre-market, from 54 all the way down to 48. Then when the markets opened at 48, we went all the way down and closed now at 45. I think Twitter stock goes lower unless Elon Musk comes back with, okay, well, then I'll give you 60 or I'll give you 64. Okay, you won't take 54? How about 64? If that actually happens, all bets are off. Twitter stock will go higher if there's another higher offer. Okay, because at some point the board will have to consider a real tender offer that would be in the best interest of shareholders. That's what the board is there for. I'm not saying that this would happen, but if Elon Musk is like, I'll give you $80 a share, the board's going to have to really seriously consider that. Okay. I'm not saying that that's an offer that's going to happen. I'll give you an example of the responsibility that board members of Twitter have, and board members of any company. The $54 offer is easy to say no. A $64 offer becomes a little bit more challenging to say no, and 74 or 80 is just an impossible. That's a deal you can't say no to. Now, I think Elon Musk would be out of his mind to offer a price of that size for Twitter. I don't think Twitter is worth that much. So I don't think that's going to happen, which is why I believe that Twitter stock goes down. I don't believe there's going to be a takeover. I don't believe Elon Musk is going to go after and start buying up more shares of Twitter. I don't think you're going to get a filing that says Elon Musk now owns 15% of Twitter. I don't think you're going to see that a month from now. Is it possible? Sure. If it happens, expect that stock to move higher when that news comes out, because now you're talking about a very hostile takeover environment and a very hostile takeover situation. But I strongly feel that Twitter, its board, they don't want Elon Musk to buy the company. And there's something that you might want to, I'll educate you guys on something called a poison pill. A poison pill is something that you may hear this in the next couple of weeks in the news cycle, because I think a poison pill would be something that Twitter would do if Elon Musk did start to buy more shares. I don't think he's going to. I think Elon Musk is just going to end up selling out of his shares. I think Twitter goes back to 38. Okay. That's what I think happens. I think Elon Musk just says, oh, okay, whatever. You guys don't take it. Fine. We just walk away. But if there's a scenario where in a month from now, you find out that there's another 13G filing that says Elon Musk now owns 15% of Twitter, that he's bought more shares, what you may start to see happen is you may hear discussions on the news and from Twitter talking about implementing what's called a poison pill. A poison pill is like self-sabotage from a company to deter and block against a hostile takeover. Okay. And they call it a poison pill because it's like the company is literally poisoning itself to avoid somebody aggressively taking the company over against their will. Okay. What a poison pill is, so in case you guys are out at you're out at dinner or you got your friends over and somebody talks about it, you guys can sound super, super smart. Like, like this is something like inside that not a lot of people know about. So I'm going to explain this to you. This is actually pretty cool. So a poison pill is when the company and the board of directors, and it would have to be in the bylaws of the company, that would say, in an attempt to stage off a hostile takeover, which is when someone's going to come and just start buying up as many shares in the open market as they can until they become the majority shareholder, where their vote would supersede everybody else's, and they can then just take over the company by buying up enough shares to do so. It allows the company, it allows all current shareholders to purchase new additional shares of the company at a discounted price. Now, what that ends up doing is it dilutes the shares of the takeover. So if Elon Musk, let's say a month from now, you find out he owns 15% of the company, then he owns 20% of the company. He's trying to get up to a point where he owns 30% of the company so we can take the company over completely. You'll have a poison pill where every single shareholder except Elon Musk would be allowed to buy additional shares at a discounted price. So let's say Twitter's trading at $50. Every single shareholder except Elon Musk, the person that's doing the takeover, everybody else would be able to buy shares at, let's say, $40 a share. Now, that puts everybody instantly at a profit because the stock's trading at 50, right? But it dilutes the shares of everyone else. You are adding more shares to the market. It is diluting the shares of the company. So now as new shares are sold into the market, let's say if Elon Musk owns now, let's say 20% of the company, he no longer owns 20% because more shares were just sold into the market and shareholders just bought more shares. So now maybe his 20% stake is now only worth 10 or 11, which means he's going to have to spend even more money to get back up to 20%. He's got to buy more shares. The point of a poison pill is to make it so that the person doing the aggressive takeover is deterred to say, this is going to cost me too much money. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to buy any more shares. I'm going to sell my shares into the market, and I'm just going to wipe my hands of it. I'm going to walk away. It's not a company's first choice. Okay. It's not a company's first choice in trying to stage off a hostile takeover, but it's like a last resort that would make someone like Elon Musk say, especially when he's doing this individually, to say, this is going to cost me too much money to try to take this company over if the company institutes a poison pill. So every shareholder is going to be able to buy shares at, I'm giving you an example, 40, even though the stock's at 50, except Elon Musk. That's a poison pill. Okay? So there you have it. All right? So something new. Okay? Something new that maybe a lot of people on here may not have known about. Okay? A lot of things here that you guys may not have known about. So could that happen to Vanguard? It can happen to anyone. Vanguard's not doing a hostile takeover. Vanguard just owns, I think, like 8% of the company. Okay, but Vanguard is just a large shareholder. They're not aggressively trying to take over the company. They're just a large shareholder. Vanguard owns everything, literally. You look at any major corporation, Vanguard is one of their shareholders. Okay. No, he can't. He can spend how much it takes, if we're going to be honest. That's absolutely not true. Yes, Elon Musk is worth $260 billion, right? It's not liquid. 180 billion of it is in Tesla stock. Like 80 billion is in SpaceX stock. Elon Musk doesn't have $50 billion just sitting in a checking account. He can't just write a check or send a wire, right? He doesn't have that. That money's not liquid, which is why when he made this offer, he actually got
fake. So he's fake rich
for the financing.
So he's fake rich.
Not just going to write a check for $50 million.
So he's fake rich.
No, homie. He's real rich, but
dog, you ain't real rich until you got that shit in the mattress, dog.
But yeah, he would have to, he's not just going to write a check. So what this means for Tesla, though, but you bring up a good point. You bring up a good finder keeper. You bring up a good point, though, because this brings me to a topic I wanted to mention, which is Tesla, right? When this news first came out this morning, Tesla dropped. And you want to know why Tesla dropped? Because everybody thought he was going to have to sell Tesla shares in order to make this acquisition happen. So in order for him to actually buy Twitter at $54, he needs more cash to do like a down payment. He's got to work out whatever the financing terms are that he would do through Morgan Stanley. There would have to be a large chunk of cash that goes towards this acquisition, or takeover rather, I should say, if it were to happen. So everybody thought, oh, well, he's going to sell more shares of Tesla, which is why Tesla dropped as soon as that news came out. If you go back and you look at like 6:30 a.m. Eastern time, when Twitter went to 54, when the news came out, Tesla dropped as soon as that news came out, because that's people saying, shit, if he's going to buy Twitter, he's going to sell more shares of Tesla, because he has to. He doesn't have whatever, I don't know what the valuation is of Twitter at $54. I think it's like 40 something billion if he was to buy it at 54. I forgot what I don't know what the valuation is on the top of my head at 54. But the point is, he doesn't have that liquid sitting in a checking account. He'd have to sell some of his assets. And he has $180 billion worth of Tesla stock. That's why it dropped. That's why Tesla shares dropped. Okay. So what you can look for regarding Tesla, okay, if, this whole Twitter deal falls apart and Elon Musk walks away from it, you probably see Tesla move back up a little bit, but only if the markets are not selling off. One of the trade ideas I had today, very early in the pre-market session, I was on the microphone talking to my members, and we were discussing this Twitter Tesla situation. And I was pointing out how Tesla dropped when Twitter spiked because people are thinking that he's going to have to sell shares of Tesla in order to make this deal happen. And I told everybody, oh, guys, this deal is not going to happen. Twitter's not accepting his offer at $54. So when that news comes out that the company denies the offer, Tesla probably moves higher. But you got to be careful of the overall market, because the overall market was extremely weak today. So there really wasn't much of an impact on Tesla stock when it starts to become more obvious that the deal's not going to go through. Okay. So that's something to think about, or something to, consider. That if the overall market, if the NASDAQ is down 2.5%, that's going to pull Tesla down with it, right? That'll pull Tesla down with it. How is it legal to allow all shareholders to buy at a discount except for one person? It's not about legal. Okay. These are companies that, as an entity, these companies, have rights and protections written into their bylaws. A poison pill is not something that's unheard of. Poison pills have been conducted before. Papa John's was it Papa John's? I want to say it was Papa John's did a poison pill. It was a pizza company. I want to say Papa John's. Yeah, Papa John's. Yeah, it was Papa John's. So you guys remember the whole thing that happened with Papa John's? With the owner, the previous owner of Papa John's, how they basically like kicked him out of the company. So when that whole fallout happened with, I forgot the guy's name. His name, John something, was the owner of Papa John something. I forgot the guy's last name. He owned 30% of the company. Okay. He owned 30% of the company. All right. And they implemented a poison pill because him owning 30% of the company, they did not want, what do we have here? A poll from Elon Musk. Oh, geez. What does it say? Taking Twitter private at 54.20 should be up to the shareholders, not the board. I mean, I agree with that, but your shareholders are still going to vote no, because your largest shareholders, just Vanguard, Vanguard would most likely vote no, and they're the largest shareholder with Elon Musk. I think Fidelity's up there too. That's nuts. Almost 338,000 votes in like 20 minutes. That's nuts. This guy's influence and his reach is so unbelievable. Unbelievable. Whew. That's nuts. That's nuts. So yeah, it was Papa John's. Okay. They were basically kicking him out of the company with, we don't have to get into why. This is years ago. But they implemented a poison pill to prevent the guy, John, I forgot his last name. I forgot his last name. But to prevent him from hostily taking over the company. So it's not like an evil trick that, Twitter could implement. It's a lot of companies, when they go public like this, it's in the bylaws of a lot of the company's corporate documents that allows them the ability to vote on
John Schnatter.
Schnatter. That was Schnatter. Yeah. Something funny.
There's John Stamos.
Yeah.
Kohl's initiated a poison pill several months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I see Rhino said it in chat. He's somebody that I listen to.
Nice.
Yeah.
TTG fam. I didn't realize Coles did. Yeah, because Coles has been a takeover target for a while. Coles has been a takeover, and they're still in talks for being a takeover target. But yeah, guys, that's how that works. So that's a poison pill. I'm just going through seeing what's going on here pre-market. Let me see here, folks. Very cool. All right, guys. So that's something new there. For those of you that maybe did not know, what a poison pill was. Okay. There you guys have it. Okay. Yeah, Vanguard now owns over 10%. Elon Musk 9%. So it looks like Vanguard's like, no. That's how I envision Vanguard right now. Somebody make a meme of Vanguard like blocking Vanguard just blocking Elon Musk's bid and going, no. Somebody please tag me on Twitter. Somebody make that for me, please. It would make my day, make my whole weekend. Folks, listen, real quick. I want to see who is we got roughly about 200 non-teaching members that are with us here tonight. We got about 200 members that are with us here tonight that are on this live stream that are not members of True Trading Group. For those of you that are not members, I want to hold on one second. Hold on, guys. All right. All right, guys. So listen, for those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, all right, listen up. Listen very carefully. I've got some pretty cool incentives and things that I want to tell you about if you guys want to join the TG fam here before next week and before we get into the Fed meeting that is going to be the first week of May, right? And that's when we're expected to get that 50 basis point hike and everything that I mentioned to you guys earlier. So let me explain to you guys real quick. Those of you that are not members, think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities because you pay one price for the whole year. You get access to the core of everything we have, all our courses and all of our tools. It's normally $2,212, but okay. However, until Sunday at midnight, you can save 47%. It brings the price down to $1,170. Okay, it brings the price down to $1,170, and we have actually 15 laptops available between now and Sunday night. Okay, these laptops are not going to last. The next 15 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121 will get themselves the 47% discount, but also get a brand new free laptop. We even cover the shipping costs. We ship anywhere in the world. You're going to get 2 small private study groups, your chance to get individualized attention from one of our pro trading moderators so you can get the help that you need to speed up your learning curve. And last but certainly not least, we are so damn confident in our ability to help you become successful that anyone that joins True Trading Group and does not make back their membership fee, that's $1,170. If you do not make that back after going through our courses, passing our quizzes, and attending one study group, we will give you double your money back in return. That's our double your money back guarantee. This offer is good until Sunday at midnight. So you'll pay $1,170 throughout your membership, if you do not make that $1170 back at least once after doing those things, we will give you $2,340 back in return. That's how confident we are in our ability to help you become successful. The laptops are not going to last. We have 15 until Sunday. They've been getting very, very hard to get. By Sunday, we're going to be doing $100 cash back instead of a free laptop, and the money back guarantee is going to be done on Sunday as well. So we'll have no more laptops after 15 people. We'll go down to $100 cash back upon completing our courses and quizzes. We'll give you $100 back, so your $1170 becomes $1070. But for now, the next 15 people get a brand new free laptop and double your money back. Okay, double your money back. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121. Okay. Now, at True Trading Group, folks, we combine a professional trading education curriculum that's both in-depth and complex, yet easy to understand. You never traded a day in your life, or you've been trading for a few years as a professional. The curriculum and platform can help you guys reach your goals. And I say platform specifically. Listen to me carefully, guys. Whether you don't even if you never took a single trade alert from True Trading Group, that's not what TGD is just about. There's tools on this platform that would cost you $4,000 to $5,000 a year if you went and purchased them on your own. We've done the work for you. We've gone and negotiated deals with these companies. You get access to tools from Benzinga. You heard me using the newsfeed when we were trading here live. TradingView, Quote Media, CBOE, Polygon, Trade Ideas, all these tools are on our platform, included when you pay the $1170. And if you don't make the $1170 back, I'm going to give you $2,340 in return. Everything I'm saying is on the website. Go there, ttgoffer.com. It's right there, black and white. Then enter TTG121. You'll know you're getting one of the laptops as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart. Again, we'll ship anywhere in the world. As long as you've got DHL in your country, laptops coming at you. We even cover the shipping costs. Okay? And on top of that, you're joining a community of active and educated, like-minded traders that are led by our team of full-time mods with over 100 years of combined experience that currently sports a collective win rate of just under 80%. We day trade. We swing trade. We do long-term investing. We do stocks. We do options. We do crypto. We do futures. We do it all inside of True Trading Group. It's not just me. There's 8 other professional trading moderators that are giving you market commentary and trade alerts day in and day out in real time. Results matter at True Trading Group, and that's why the double your money back guarantee is based on your results, not mine, not somebody on social medias. It's based on your results and your P&L. And the reality is that the vast majority of our members are making money. You don't believe me? Watch this. My teaching members, if you are a member of True Trading Group, and very simple, are you making money? If the answer is yes, I'd like you to type the $sign in chat right now. Now, if you are not a member, my advice is for you to just pay attention and try and count the amount of $signs that are about to come through this side of the screen. VERU, guys, starting to make a little bit of a move. So remember, just keep your eyes on that VERU. Look at all these $signs. Look at all these $signs. These are my TC fam telling you guys they're making money and they're becoming better traders. Scott and Christopher, welcome to the TTG family. Guys, there's only 13 laptops left now. I'm telling you, these laptops are going to fly. Do not wait. These laptops are going. They're not going to last until Sunday. There's only 13 left. 2 people already just grabbed them. Again, you'll know you're getting one of the laptops as long as you see it in your checkout cart. You go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right? Sunday is still going to be a good deal. You're going to get $100 cash back instead of a laptop. And the price will be just around $1,200, not $1,170. And you'll get a full money back guarantee. You'll pay $1,170. We'll give you back $1,170 if you don't make it back. Well, actually, your membership will be probably closer to $1,200. If you don't make the $1,200, we'll give you the $1,200 back. But you join today, you get a laptop instead of $100 cash back. And you'll pay $1,170. You'll get double, $2,340 in return if you don't make it back after going through our courses, quizzes, and joining one study group. All trial members, you can also use this code between now and Sunday. If you are a trial member of True Trading Group, you can log in right now to your trial dashboard, click the Join Now green button, and use TTG121. That'll get you the 1170 price point. Because if you're a trial member, the cheapest price you can join right now is $14.20. So if you're a trial member, we're going to extend that for the holiday, holiday weekend, happy Easter, everybody out there, happy Passover, whoever celebrates what. Okay. So because of the holiday, we'll extend it to our trial members. So if you're a trial member, TTG121 coupon code will allow a trial member to also get access for just the 1170. That's between now and Sunday. Okay. Ken Keller says, my account is only 2,500. I would have to make 50% on that. Ken Keller, no, you do not. Okay. Having $1,300 in your trading account with an education is a hell of a lot better than $2,500 with no education. I'd rather have $1,000 with an education than $50,000 with no education in a trading account. Because if you have no education, it does not matter how much money is in your account. You will lose all of it. And to prove this to you, okay, Ken Keller, to prove this to you. Oh, wait, I got another comment here on the screen. Hold on one second. Ken, I'm going to get to you in just a second, brother. Hold on one second. I'm on a trial membership, Lady V. I want to join, but you said the market is supposed to dip, and I'd rather join when the market stabilizes better. No. That is the exact opposite, Lady V, of what you should be doing. Lady V, that is the exact opposite. Listen to me. You can make money when markets go down, okay? The whole idea here, is even if the markets do go down, the markets went down today. You saw Jessica crushing AMD to the downside, UPST to the downside. Those stocks went down today. Jessica made a killing. THD members made a killing. You can make money on the way down. The idea is if stocks do go down, right? Make money on the way down, and then you take that profit. And now that stocks are at lower prices, you buy them and you stash them in your long-term portfolio so that years from now, you start to build wealth in the long-term portfolio. You don't want to wait until the markets go back to all-time highs. You want to get involved now, make money in the market trading, and then you take that profit and you stash it in your long-term portfolio. Members, here, Lady V, and anybody else that feels that way, screw me, right? The hell with me. Members, type the word now or wait. Do you think Lady V and anybody else, should they join True Trading Group now or should they wait? Type the answers now or wait. Members of True Trading Group, you answer the question for them. Lady V wants to know, should I get involved now or should I wait until the market stabilizes? My TGD fam, you answer that question for them. You're in there every day. You're part of the TGD team. You're doing the trading. You're making the money. You're getting educated. You're prepared for what's to come. Lady V and anybody else that has anything similar type of question, my advice is to read the comments coming through right here because I have not seen one person type the word wait. I have not seen one. Do not wait. This is the problem with retail investors. The problem with retail investors is when the markets go down, retail investors say the stock market's down. It's not a good time to get involved in the market. The stock market's down. It's not a good time. It's the complete opposite. That's when you want to get involved. But then what do retail traders do? They wait until the market gets to all-time highs. Okay? They wait for the market to get to all-time highs. And then they say, oh, the market's at all-time highs. Stocks are doing well. Now's a good time. Now's a good time for me to get involved in the markets. And then you are paying top dollar. Don't do that. Start getting involved when the opportunities are there. Best decision I've ever made for myself says Bayside Warrior. Boom. I love it. Now, without questions, is JP Therapy. Okay? The time is now, not later. If anybody has questions about the membership, don't hesitate. Send a text to 201-775-9702. That phone number is at the bottom of your screen. Again, if you have questions, okay, if you have questions about the membership, send a text message right now to 201-775-9702. All right. Trial members that need help signing up, you can also send a text to that number. Guys, don't call that number. It's a text message only number. Right? If you are a trial member and you need help using that coupon code and you want the 1170 price, you guys send a text that number as well. Everybody welcome Ellen. There's now just 12 laptops left. Guys, I'm telling you, these laptops, they are not going to last. We only have 12, but this offer is good until Sunday. These may not even last until midnight tonight. But when you go to ttgoffer.com, if you see a laptop like you see right there on the screen, then that means there is some left. All you need is one. And if you see it in your checkout cart, you're good to go. You'll know that you're going to be getting one. Sunday's still going to be a good deal. You're going to get $100 cash back. The price is going to be just under $1,200. You're going to get a full money back guarantee. And trials can use this code between now and Sunday. So ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code right now. Don't wait. Let me actually show. Oh, we got Joe. Joe, welcome to the TTG fam. 11 laptops. Like, guys, I'm telling you, you thought I was kidding. Everybody loves free stuff. These laptops fly when we get them. We used to have them regularly. Then supply chain issues came around and we get them very sporadically. So when we do get them, they fly. Joe, welcome to the family. 11 laptops left. Guys, let me actually show you the platform because, you know, TGD is a platform. It's not just a chat room with trade alerts. There's tools that you have access to. Let me show it to you. You're getting our chat room, of course. The chat room, the mods and I, we share our screen. We're live in the mic, calling out our trades every day in advance. You know, you can use the mobile app. So even if you're not in front of your computer, you do not need to be staring at charts all day long. As long as you can listen to music at work, you can follow along with your trading group because our mobile app will allow you to be connected to our chat and listen to the audio analysis on your mobile device. And whenever our moderators buy or sell anything, you get a real-time push notification. And when I say real time, I mean within seconds. Okay. These are not alerts that are delayed by 5-10 minutes at a time. Within seconds, you are getting a push notification that lets you know that a moderator has entered or exited a trade. That's how so many of our members with full-time jobs are able to do this successfully. They're not sitting in front of their computer screen for 6 hours a day. They've got other stuff going on. They've got lives. They've got kids. They've got jobs. They've got other responsibilities. This is why the mods and I do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Use that mobile app. You're also getting 2 small private study group sessions. This is going to be your chance to get individual attention from one of the pro traders at True Trading Group. This way we can speed up the learning curve and make sure all your questions get answered. Mary Ann, welcome to the TTG family. 10 laptops now remain. That's it, guys. 10. They're not going to last till Sunday. All right, go to teachtheoffer.com. So those are the study groups. The Benzinga newsfeed. You heard me using the Benzinga newsfeed when we went live, right? Real time breaking up to the second news alerts right inside of our chat. The speed of which you get news matters. This will give you news as soon as it hits the wire. TradingView's charting software. Okay, TradingView's premium charting software. One of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders, yours free, included with your membership. Okay, yours free, included with your membership. The Trade Ideas Scanner. This is the industry standard scanner. We will make sure you are always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Stocks that make new highs. Stocks that, does that mean all these comments going through are coming from bots?
This, I swear to you, we can't plan this. We can't plan it. I thank you guys so much. Do you know we've been doing these live streams for how many years?
Years, bro.
Years, right?
Years.
Now, we do these live streams, and over the years, people go ahead and they say all sorts of stuff. Oh, they're bots. How do we know you're for real? Where's your audited P&L? I mean, just all of the stuff that you hear, right? So over the years, Mike and I have gone ahead. and we have put together answers for all of these questions in different ways because you guys that heckle us with this stuff, you guys made it worth it, to put these together. So,
yo, I love Rhino. Rhino's my boy. Rhino goes, "Hey, Jose L, I'm a bot that talks to you. How are you today?"
can everyone type in chat, "No way, Jose"?
Yes, I love that. Everyone type "No way, Jose" if you are not a bot. Jose L.
Or is that what a bot would do?
Insert foot in mouth in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No way, Jose's. Look at them. Look at them all.
I like how Wise put beep up at the end of his.
Beep up.
Damn. Omar Valdez says this is your vibrator speaking. Yeah, it's so crazy. It has to be bots. It can't just be that we're telling the truth, right? How crazy would that be?
Yeah, great. Can't be.
How crazy would it be? Because how could it be? How crazy would it be if we were just telling the truth? If this is all real, right? There's no way it is. This has to be a scam. All right.
Apparently.
Well, not so much.
It's their loss. All right, guys. So anyway, so there's that. All my thank you, all my robots out there. Thank you, all my bots. You guys did a great job. Continuing on after the trade idea scanner. Again, guys, all this stuff is free with your membership. You don't have to pay $1 for this. Okay. All of these things are included for the 1170. But if you went on your own to Benzinga, Trade Ideas, TradingView, CBOE, all these companies, they are going to charge you total for all these tools would cost you between $4,000 and $5,000 a year. It's all included on your platform. All right. You also get to use our simulator. Our simulator will let you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data so you can practice implementing what you are learning in the courses. Please use the simulator. It's there for you for a reason. Then you have our own scanner, which has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but also lets you scan for crypto. Everybody welcome Gabriel. Gabriel, welcome. There are now just 9 laptops left. Just 9 left, folks. You're also going to get dark pool data and unusual options activity. Okay. This is stuff that used to only be available to professionals. Now it's at their fingertips of my TGG fam. Okay. Full performance journal. We have a journal that tracks all of your trading, gives you statistics and data.
Gabriel is just chilling. He's the user just chilling.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's been on here for a while.
Nice. Very nice.
Breckle said, Mike, I know you don't watch a lot of TV, but do you ever watch the show Brickleberry?
Nah.
It's all right. Breckle says, why do you need a laptop? We don't need them. That's why we're giving them away. We give them away, dude. We don't need them. Why do you need them? I guess you don't need them. You could get it and sell it, resell it, put it on eBay or Craigslist. Whatever. Sell it. Take it to a pawn shop. Get out, get some human to human interaction. Just walk into a pawn shop and be like, "Yo, I stole this from some guy on YouTube."
Who knows? Maybe maybe they can start like an Amazon business. Those online businesses.
Dude, donate all the laptops to Jose.
Yes, everyone give laptops to Jose. Jose, see, man, it wasn't all for nothing. It wasn't all for nothing. The public shame on the live stream was not for nothing. It was not in vain. You're getting like a
Jose's the one that left us the nasty review on Trustpilot.
Who is that?
Jose left us the nasty review on April 5th. Hang on.
How could someone leave a review that's not even
No. I'm going to show you. Hang on. It's my favorite one. appears manipulated on YouTube live sessions. By the way, we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Read all the bad, the good, all of it. This is a 1-star review from Joe, which is really Jose, because Jose referenced this one review from April 5th in his first comment on here. Nice job, Joe. So he says, appears manipulated on YouTube live sessions. I watched a few of their videos. They have a section where you can ask questions during the live chat on YouTube. I asked many questions, but never got a reply. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, you mean like when there's like 1,200 people that are asking questions and we pick like 8 or 10 of them?
Hang on. A few of my buddies and I posted random questions on YouTube chat through our phones. Then we watched the chat on our computers. This is really in-depth. None of the questions we placed were showing up on the chat, but it appears as if many were able to have conversations on the chat. Not sure if they were shadow blocking people. I wasn't aware that no, please, Mike, don't even. People and only knowing members on the chat, or if it was being manipulated somehow. Regardless, it felt fake after that, so I decided not to join. Yo, how many of your friends participated?
Wow. I got to tell you, if they put half the amount of energy into actually going through like some of the course material at True Trading Group and spending time trading with us, as they did trying to figure out like this deep state conspiracy theory of our YouTube channel, they'd actually probably be pretty good traders. Oh, what an idiot.
Isn't that crazy?
What a fucking idiot.
I mean, Jose, I would love for you to come hang out. I mean, I'll answer any of your questions, buddy. What do you want to talk? All right.
Oh, man.
Anyways, guys, we're 5-star rated on Trustpilot. Read the good, the bad. 93% of all of our reviews since when did we sign up for Trustpilot? Oy vey. Oy. I don't know, 2016, 2017. 93% of them are excellent. 4% are great. 1% is average. A little over 1% is poor. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. Joanne V just said, I'm just checking if I can post a comment from my phone.
Joanne?
Let's grab that. Let's put it up there. Joanne V, there you are.
But how do you know that that's just not one of your dummy accounts on here?
Oh.
Ugh.
Oy.
Guys, read the good, the bad, and the stupid on Trustpilot.
You can tell it's a day before a holiday.
Yeah, read all of them. And then you have this wonderful stuff. Look, Michael Edward is a class act, but Adam is petty and childish. But they didn't mention my name. They said, and his partner is petty and childish. It's true. I am. But nobody's going to care more about your guys' success than Mike and I. All right? Read the good, the bad. Give us a real, thorough lookup. We're as real as it gets. You know, the only thing fake around here is Mike's eyebrows.
I don't understand where that came from.
All right, finish up. I want to go.
All right, folks. Side note, I would for anyone that likes small caps, I would take a look at MDVL. It broke over that 260 level that I talked to you guys about during the market open. So I would pay very close attention to MDVL for those of my small cap traders. That thing looks pretty good right now. All right. So just throwing that out there. What else you get included with your membership? Okay. Social sentiment scanner. Our social sentiment scanner will actually scan through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most on social media. You also get unlimited analyst ratings. Any stock you're interested in, downloadable report will tell you how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on the name. You get our watch list and game plan every day. The mods tell you what they have their eyes on and how they plan on trading it. And then you get all the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. There's beginner, and foundation courses. There's advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, we've got it, all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. There are no VIP, advanced, whatever, or there's no VIP or pro level courses that cost more money after you subscribe. Every single course is included when you pay the $11.70. There are no upsells and never will be upsells for courses and tools on True Trading Group. Now, to be fair, there are other things in True Trading Group that cost more money if you would like to get them, like Traderpalooza. Traderpalooza is an 11-hour-long virtual trading workshop. It's being hosted on May 21st. May 21st, the moderators and I are hosting 11 one-hour-long workshops covering a variety of different trading topics. Now, something like that is additional. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to attend it if you don't want to, but all of the courses, all of the tools are included and will always be included with that annual membership. No upsells for that stuff. And then there's a video library that has an additional 200 hours of educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we've conducted with members live, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, all there on the site. And when you become a full-time member, you can actually attend these live instead of watching a recap. Everybody welcome Lori. These laptops are going quick. I told you, 8 laptops left. That's it. 8. Guys, hurry up. TTGoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. There's only 8 laptops left. Remember, as long as you see a laptop, you are good to go. Folks, it's time you invest in something real. Enough of the BS, enough of the games, enough of the, oh, I want the secret. It's time you invest in something real, something that actually can help you reach your goals. I cannot promise you that you are going to join True Trading Group and you are going to make millions of dollars. I can't promise you you're going to buy a Lamborghini and you're going to walk into your boss's office next month and you're going to slap them in the face and you're going to walk out holding your head up high. I can't promise you that, but I can promise you is a real chance at success. I can promise you that we'll give you double your money back if you don't make your membership fee back at least once. I can promise you that we actually give a damn about your success. And the day you join TTG is the day that our relationship actually begins. The ball's in your court now. I've given you the deal. I've given you the information, the courses. I'm giving you the tools. I'm giving you the access. It's up to you to actually take the step and to invest in yourself and go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121. Now, if anybody is on here that's still unsure, and you're still unsure, we have a free 7-day trial. Holidays and weekends do not count against your 7 days. So don't wait until Monday. If you want to join the trial, you can go to TTGTHREE.com. You get 7-day access to our chat and platform. You get all of our trade alerts in real time thanks to by using our mobile app. You get the Benzinga news feed. You get our trade idea scanner, our analyst ratings for a full 7 days. If you sign up for the trial today, tomorrow's a holiday, does not count against your 7 days. Saturday, Sunday do not count against your 7 days. Use the weekend to go through the sample courses that are included with your trial. Your trial membership comes with 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 sample courses to help get you ready for Monday's trading action. Join the trial now. Prepare yourself for Monday so we can kick some ass and take some names. Go to ttgthree.com right now if you guys want to join that trial. Otherwise, you go to ttgoffer.com and you use that coupon code TTG121. It is important to note, if you go through the trial, you're going to pay about $1,400 for the membership. You can join right now for $1,170 and get the double your money back and get a free laptop. Take advantage of it. There's only 8 of them left. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. I love you all. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Smash that like button. Show us some love. Happy holidays to everyone out there. Happy Easter. Happy Passover. Whatever you guys celebrate. I love you all. I'll see you guys all Sunday night. We're going to be going live right here, 8:30 p.m. We're going to talk about how we're going to make money next week. Set your reminders. Don't miss it. I'll see you guys then. Later, guys.